Marble cake and zebra prints are beautiful to the eye, but when these patterns appear on the skin, they tell a medical story. These linear and whorled patterns follow Blaschko's lines, the invisible roadmap of skin development, where the skin tells a story in zebra-like stripes and marble cake swirls. If the child is otherwise normal, think linear and whorled nevoid hypermelanosis, LWNH, a benign pigmentary mosaicism. But if these patterns come with seizures, developmental delay, or skeletal abnormalities, that's hypomelanosis of Ito, a neurocutaneous syndrome. Same pattern, very different implications. In hypomelanosis of Ito, the skin changes appear as light-colored, hypopigmented, patches, streaks, and whorled patterns. These patterns may be on one or both sides of the body and follow Blaschko's lines, which are natural pathways of skin development. Postzygotic mutations have been found, especially in genes like mTOR and RHOA. Linear and whorled nevoid hypermelanosis. This condition is basically the opposite of hypomelanosis of Ito. It presents as dark-colored, hyperpigmented, streaks and whorls that follow Blaschko's lines, mainly on the trunk and limbs. The palms, soles, face, and mucous membranes are usually not involved. Mosaic mutations in the KITLG gene have been found. Why do these follow Blaschko's lines? Blaschko's lines are invisible patterns on the skin that represent how skin cells grow and migrate during embryonic development. When a mutation occurs in some cells, the affected cells spread along these lines as the embryo grows. Imagine spilling ink on a sponge while it grows. The ink spreads along the natural growth paths, not randomly. A postzygotic mutation is a genetic change that happens after fertilization, affecting only some cells and causing mosaic patterns in the body. Pigmentary mosaicism means different skin cells have different levels of pigmentation. So remember this key point: these are not always separate diseases, but rather patterns caused by skin mosaicism. Same lines, different colors, very different clinical meanings. Blaschkoid hypopigmentation plus neurologic signs. Think hypomelanosis of Ito. Blaschkoid hyperpigmentation in a healthy child. Think linear and whorled nevus. Hypomelanosis of Ito is a syndromic condition. It is hypopigmented and the lesions are often widespread. In contrast, linear and whorled nevus is usually cutaneous only, hyperpigmented, and the lesions are typically more localized. Hypomelanosis of Ito requires a systemic workup, while linear and whorled nevus usually only requires reassurance.